we're going to go live, and this works. Ooh, wow, that's a bit. Let me turn this way so I'm not going so much sun in my face. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining me. Just in the creative space management to do my scope today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me. This is Free Flow Friday, so I'm running with a topic that hit me this morning on somebody else's post. I always seem to find material out online when I'm looking for something to talk about and share in Periscope. If you're here for the first time, thanks for finding me. Yeah, it's a bit cool out today, so I'm wrapping myself up a bit because even though it's LA, it's not the warmest weather. So if you're here for the first time, thanks for following me. Please, if you are, just put one in the comments so I know your first time. If you are, also make sure you're following me on Periscope so you can catch my broadcast every day, because I do broadcast at least 5 days a week. Well, 6, but I'm fluctuating a little bit, so sticking to that. And also please be willing to share this on Twitter and Periscope as well. Basically, this topic today, I'm going to say this without outing the person. I saw a friend of mine who's a coach, fitness coach, who's now on a new TV show. Well, I guess she'll know if it's her by how I'm describing what's going on. And the show equates, it's one of these Biggest Loser type shows, fitness, losing weight, but the spin on it is that they're going to have the people who are in there are losing weight to attract a relationship. Because they believe that their weight, hi, nice to have you here, they believe that their weight is what's stopping them having love. And all my alarm bells go off. In not the way you think. So I'm going to talk about this more. You're a soul. Well, we all are, exactly. And I'll say this. You're going to get very poetic, I can tell. You're a soul in a vessel. I'm also a larger vessel. Well, yeah, that's an option too. But see, there's a couple of pieces to this that I want to break down a bit. Because so many people I know, and I've done for myself, so I'm going to own up to this as well. I've had this rule or this belief inside that I would be, congratulations, that's very cool. I would say that basically I'm trying to break this down, and I'm jumping right into the project because I guess people aren't joining the scope because you guys are in here now. The piece of this that I'm really, well, yeah, that's part of it. And thank you for saying that. Of course, I should notice that my audience, Summer, thank you, have some really conscious understanding, which is good. But I want to speak to two parts. One of which is that, well, it's very simple, really simple. And you're catching on to what I'm talking about. But for those watching the replay who can't type in comments, this will hopefully help them as I explain it. There's two parts to this. Well, there's more than that, but there's two main parts I want to talk to. One part is, yes, the rule inside, they have to get somewhere to attract love, is a trap. It is also not true. Because it means we're somehow thinking that we're not deserving of love, which is inaccurate. Hi, nice to have you here. Thanks for joining in. My wife is a larger woman. I was fearful to date her. It took 5 years before I lost shallow hell. Interesting. Okay, that's good. But I want to speak, there's another piece to this. I've seen people, and you probably do too, seen people out in the world who can look perfect, can look ideally like your ideal person in terms of how they look physically. But the way they carry themselves, the energy about themselves, the way they are in the world, it blocks you from being attracted to them. Because what they're missing, and this is one of the keys, is the ability to love themselves wherever they are in their lives. And this is really the fundamental piece. And it comes back to what happens is, you think in all my scopes in talking about love and relationships, is it starts inside. That love that you're seeking from out there doesn't replace something that's missing in you. By the way, I'm at a friend's house today. Mine's different setup, and also I'm near the airport, hence you can hear, I think you can hear the planes going over, right in the flight path. So part of the practice, and this is the thing, that what happens is people there's a Project Nev, so let's see your name is in here. Lux, no, I don't see you are. Okay. If she's not taking it in, then she may need to get some support too, and from you or from somebody else, because it comes back to self-love first. Because a lot of times the weight issues in this context, I mean the context of the weight issue that was being shown in the TV show promotion, weight often is a stuffing of feelings and resistance to loving ourselves. So we use that, can use that as a block. When I wasn't I wasn't ever heavy, but when I was slightly overweight or not in shape or not healthy, I carried judgments about myself that I wasn't feeling as loving about myself as I could be. And it's true for my clients, it's true for a lot of people I see out there. So a large part of this journey, it took a long time and a lot of liquor to discover yourself. That's one of the roads, and that's true too, because food is, in this sense, as is alcohol and as drugs, are numbing techniques to avoid facing ourselves. And for a lot of people, those outlets are to cover up something from childhood. And this is deeper work, so I'm not going to get too far into this in the scope, but this is part of the work I do with my clients. But as I've said before, there are people out there who look perfect physically, but they're in a turmoil, they're in a distress, they're in a upsetting. Then you stop drinking and replace with food, right? Because it's just another numbing technique to numb it out. But I say that some people have so much turmoil inside, it doesn't matter how good they look on the outside, they're not lovable because they're not loving themselves. And that's the cornerstone of the work, because part of it is when people, because I'm not using men or women because it's both genders, are really out of alignment with themselves, the first step can be, and sometimes the best step is, to start loving who they are, where they are at that moment. Then the challenges they have, whether it be weight or addictions or other patterns, will dissolve more easily. You spend $100,000 in therapy, and also a lot more, I'm sure, in the different things you did, food and drink as well. So yeah, it's an expensive journey. That's one reason I look at when people say how much my coaching costs, I'm going, it's cheap by comparison. And that's the thing. It's such a interesting, I'll just say, for me, it's an interesting business to be in when I say, well, if it will work with me to help you attract a loving relationship, it's going to cost so much money, for my coaching or my programs. And people don't always get, and maybe I'm going to talk about this scope here, that they don't get, that it's not about, okay, I'm going to teach you how to love people properly because you weren't raised like that as a kid, because people go, well, we should love, we're humans, we know how to do that. What it is helping them face the blocks, face the walls they've built up inside that resist them to attract the love they want. A large part of my work with my clients isn't about what's out there, although that's the primary focus of the vision they want to create. A large part is to clean out what's in here so they can be more loving and be more available to love themselves, so they can attract a relationship that reflects back to them who they already are. You want to pop people on the head who refer to spiritual guided doctors, shrinks. Yeah, no, I come from spiritual teaching first, and then, because I'm not a therapist, I have a background in spiritual psychology, but not as a therapist. It was never something I wanted to be in because the rule structure is so limited and so incomplete. I believe with what I've been studying that I can see my clients in a much more holistic perspective, which is complete as in whole, so that it's not just about fixing one part of their lives, it's integrating all parts of their lives together, and knowing that who they are is deserving of that, and helping them remember the truth for themselves, not to fix things. Your father is a spiritual guide. Interesting, okay. I'm sure there was Leap Olio. I'm sure there was. So, is that the name? I'm not sure. So, I guess the piece of the puzzle I want to put in place here again, as I mentioned earlier, is the journey is really just to love yourself. Wherever you are in your life, whatever situation you're in, whatever circumstance you're in. And I'm listening to this too because I'm going through stuff myself in my own life that have been pushing my buttons, that have been distracting me from what I want to be attracting this year. And I got some big feedback last night and this morning, and it keeps showing up in its subtle ways all through the day, that my work is to let go and step back. Oh, Kapalua Sufi teachings, yeah. The abode of the message in the Berkshires. Okay, very nice. interesting because I don't want to presume anything, but to have someone like that as a teacher who's in your family, and to have the journey you have yourself. Sifani's Baraka, okay, which is breath, I think, if I remember correctly, or life. I may be off. Excuse me. So the bottom line I want to bring to this context, and for those watching the replay as well, is that the journey starts in here, not out there. So in the context of the fitness weight loss TV show that was helping the people focus on getting fit and healthy so they can actually ask the person out they're interested in, is only part of the journey. It's a good part to have people take care of themselves, because again, self-care is priority, but it starts with self-love. It starts with loving themselves, loving yourself, to really be stepping into your truth. Sorry, gift from God. Great story about young man's journey. Okay, good to know. I'm wrapping my message up, ideally, to be somewhat clear is the plan. So I'm trying to keep track of your conversation and also finish up what I was saying, so bear with me. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking what would be the best way of summarizing this, and simple place is to say that self-love first, always. Yeah, I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff on my website you can find out from me. You're a disruptor. I understand. I am definitely a change agent myself, so yeah, that happens. The more of us there are, the better, because it's time to change the status quo, but that's a whole other conversation. I'm not going to do that today. So, hey Matt, good to have you here. So, I think this afternoon, one of my homework assignments this afternoon is to figure out why my Twitter and Periscope aren't playing together right, because there's some glitch not working with what's going on. Anyway, let me get back to this context here. So as I mentioned, and Matt, as you joined, I'll just recap quickly what I was talking about. What started this conversation in the Periscope, to start with, was that I am, in my newsfeed this morning, I saw a friend promoting, which is great for her. She's a fitness coach, and her promo was for this show that's going to be on TV soon. I'm not sure when it's coming up exactly, but the idea was it was one of these like Biggest Loser fitness weight loss type programs for, with a couple of coaches and a bunch of different people to compete. But the context was that by doing so, they'd be able to attract a relationship. That the person they were afraid to ask out when they were heavy, they could ask when they were thin, and about how they love somebody when they're not taking care of themselves. So the context is interesting. What I was speaking to in this conversation here in Periscope is how self-love is absolutely the foundation of all of this. Both from the point of view that it doesn't matter how much weight you lose until you love yourself, you want to attract what you really want in a relationship. And two, by having self-love, then changing your situation, your scenario, if it's weight loss or something else, or addiction or some other pattern, is a whole lot easier to do when you appreciate and love yourself more. Yeah, that right. Just the movie Shallow Hal. Exactly, that was what somebody, one of the other guys on this scope was saying as well. His own journey with his wife. So that's really the nutshell. Or I should say that's it in a nutshell. And again, Matt, for those you went on earlier, that I didn't even hear it through the phone, but there are a lot of I'm on the flight path where I'm staying with my friends right now, and there's a lot of planes going overhead, so the background noises. But that's really the bottom line. I did offer to my email list yesterday, which I haven't really announced social media yet, but I'm putting it here, second expression of it. I've been guided to offer something just very, very simple and very unique, which is, and this is for the replay is primarily, because you folks watching know me, you don't really need this necessarily, but you might want to refer people. And it's not even on my website, but I'm offering, beyond my regular programs and my coaching and my products, is a 1 hour session. Right now it's called Relationship Vision Session, and it's really to get you lined up with where your vision is and where you want to go. So it's a special deal. It's only $97, and it's an hour to an hour and a half, depending on the time, as you need, to help you clarify and qualify your vision. And if you want that, message me, because I don't have it set up on my website. I'll just send you the PayPal link and the scheduling to get on my calendar. It's very clunky in that sense. I don't have it all perfected and smooth, because this isn't something that's going to be long term. It's a very short term offer. So that's out there if you're interested in that. So direct message me over Twitter, or if you're on my website, you can get the contact link on my navigation bar. So that's it really. I think that was the distillation of my share today, is about self-love first and always. I'm working through some stuff myself, and the self-love is a reminder to work through that too. So I trust that you are doing better with yourselves and loving yourselves and take care of yourselves, because if you're not, I can help you. And if you are, awesome. So any questions, any thoughts before I sign off? Yeah, it's nice to connect with you too, and I love the fact your handle, Summer, is inviting love. That is, oh, and you're a love coach too. Maybe we should talk, because there may be some overlap there. So, yeah, so this is definitely a, hey, I love the fact we're getting, it's the love coaches. Lisa, it's nice to have you here too. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, inviting love. We should talk, because I'm definitely networking. Okay, great, I appreciate that. So, yes, that's topic today. Sorry, Lisa, I'm signing off because it's just done. The scope is about wrapped up. I was basically, well, let me give you the recap since you're here. Since you're here, I'll give you the recap. What inspired this scope today was watching a promo video this morning for a friend of mine who I know through another group, who was promoting. She's a fitness trainer and very good at it, and she's been put on a TV show that's coming out shortly on one of the cable channels, where she's working with clients to lose weight, which could be 50 to 100 pounds, depending on the client who's on the show, because their goal is to attract a relationship. So, I mean, that's the way they're promoted. It might not be that way in the show, but the promotion is that, and it really bugged me when I saw that, which is what inspired this scope. As you are full aware, at least I'm sure, because the same thing for you is that it comes back to that, to lose the weight as a means to get the relationship versus to do the journey to love yourself first, so the weight will come off easily, or the addiction or the other patterns, so you can be ready for love. And attract love is much more long-term successful. Well, Project Nav, the thing is with your wife's insecurity, she is probably not feeling love for herself, so she wants to have other people love her, and when that doesn't stay there, it becomes untrustworthy. So you have to work harder to love her, for her to feel safe, or help her with loving herself. Okay, here's one for you, Project Nav, for your wife. This is something I've given so many people on my scope, so it's a freebie I give to you. Is for her as homework, and you offer it to her as a gift, that she does it without you being around. It's for her to do herself. Is if she, and this is such a simple thing, is 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening as a minimum, that she looks in her eyes in the mirror and says out loud, I love you, and says it enough times over 5 minutes so she starts to feel it inside. So she connects with herself. So first, that's one thing she can do as a first level. Second thing, why you're laughing at that, that's a very basic thing. Second thing is, if she has body issues, and this is the truth for people who do have body issues, is to say that into the mirror at the part, and like looking at the parts. Oh, you do yourself for it? Well, there you go. That's for your partner to do, for your wife. Now, second part is, particularly if there's weight issues going on or body issues going on, is to do that, again, in privacy, without you being around, full-length mirror, naked. Because what the intention is that she, in this case, or if anybody watching who needs this, you in this case, take time to look in the mirror at the parts of your body you have judgments on, and say to those parts in the mirror that I love you. So if it's hips, or butt, or stomach, arms, whatever it is, if you do that, it would change your body relationship. Again, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. It may be painful, it may be emotional, you may be crying when you're doing this. But if you keep doing this, especially if you do it for a week, ideally for a month, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, well, you don't know yet. You don't know. It's possible. But it's something I do recommend when I'm coaching my clients. Is one of the homework assignments I give them early on, every time almost, because it's something we all need to do better. Even myself, is to take the time to love yourself. Start with just looking in the eyes as a first-time practice. As time goes by, let it evolve. Yeah, but see, okay, Project Nav, what happened before may not happen again. It might be different this time. And the key, again, is self-love first. So if that's what she's missing, what she's having challenges with, encourage her, support her, inspire her to love herself. You know? That's really where the work starts, because there's nothing you can do that will stick. It's almost like one of my learnings a long time ago was, in terms of the self-love process, that if you have, imagine you have a cup you're holding that has filled up with your own loving for yourself. If it's empty, and people then will love you to fill up your cup. It doesn't stick. It's like a lightweight oil. The real thick oil is your own self-love that stays there. But the thin oil runs out of the cup. It doesn't stay in there. So if you are attempting to heal your wife through loving her, which is great, it's effective to a degree, but when she loves herself, it's much more effective. And so by having her love herself with your guidance, with your support, with your love, will transform her life and transform your relationship. So I hope that helps. I'm not working directly with you. That's as much I can offer, but definitely that will help her and help you. All right? Your plans to run for governor, and she doesn't want me to because she's afraid to be judged. So before you do that, support her in letting go of the judgments. Forgiveness, by the way, is another whole other practice, which is in my book and it's in my coaching. By the way, I do have a book, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. It's on Amazon. It's also on my website. A quick link for that. And if you want to talk, by the way, I do have a discovery session, free consult on my website, barryselby.com/consult. Of course. And I did have somewhere in here. That's the link to my book, if you want that. barryselby.com/book. Yeah, it says an ebook. If you want straight downloads, $10 online there. And there's a link on my website to the Kindle and the Amazon version for the physical book as well. All right? So I think that's about it. I know Alyssa came in late and then Matt did too, so I'll go give them reiterations. I think you've all got my message now. We're clear. So if you want to watch, I know everyone's coming in right now. It's like timing, folks. I'm wrapping up. I've been on for a while. Go back and watch the replay, because I'll cover that in the replay, because otherwise I'll be on all day long trying to explain it again and again, and I'm not going to do that. All right? You're welcome, Project Nav. Appreciate it. And I look forward to speaking to you soon in the summer. We'll be in touch, so I look forward to your email. And Lisa, you get it. I understand. You're on the same page as me in terms of teaching this stuff. All right. Yeah. All right. You're welcome. I'm going to sign off now because I've got some other things to get done today, and got to go get some lunch soon, I think. And stay warm. Get out in the sunshine. It's actually been cool in the house. So, all right. So Matthew, thank you for sharing. And I'll be back on again tomorrow, probably in Loscope. I do Loscope every day usually. Missed yesterday because I was just too busy doing other things. But if you haven't watched yet, go back and watch Tuesdays. Actually, watch Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those 3 scopes were pretty powerful. In fact, those can be found. Hang on a second. If you go to catch.me/barryselby, Monday's scope was Man Up Monday, and I was talking about alpha versus arrogance. That was a powerful scope. Wednesday was Woman Up Wednesday. I can't remember what the topic was, but it was good. What was that? I have to look. Go back and watch it. It was good. I know that. And Tuesday was about couples. So there was stuff on each of the 3 days for different people. So those are those scopes I recommend highly. Go back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So make sure you follow me on Periscopes. I do broadcast every day, pretty much. I did talk about ego on Monday. I talked about arrogance being ego-based versus alpha, which is leadership. So yes, I did talk about that on Monday. So it's a good scope, especially for you as a guy. So anyway, I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Please make sure you share this. And the replay is available as soon as I sign off. So thanks for watching. Thank you for the hot summer. I appreciate it. And I'll be back on again probably tomorrow. We'll see. Tomorrow's Straight Talk Saturday, but I guess in a way Friday is also Straight Talk. But I call it Freeform Friday or Free Flow Friday, just to have the title that alliterates. So that's it. And I will be back on again. Yeah, I definitely do big scopes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because that's Man Up Monday, True Love Tuesday, and Woman Up Wednesday, and those are always good stuff. The rest of the week kind of flows depending on what's going on. So Thursday's usually Thankful Thursdays, and I've got something for next Thursday that's going to rock. And she's going to stir the pot. Although I might do it tomorrow, we'll see. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. You have to tune in to find out. All right? Thanks for watching. I'll be back later, and find me online. I'll see you soon. Bye.